Kia ora koutou.
So I haven't done anything on demystifying for a long time, and that's just because I've been working far too hard, far too long. So this is not the kind of thing I usually demystify, but then I don't know. Having said that, I have really broad range on this channel. So today I'm going to demystify a tea tree oil and where it comes from. It's always fascinated me. I thought, what a weird name, tea tree. Makes it sound like it comes from kind of tea leaves or something. So I'm going to show you a tea tree. First of all, I'm showing you a nice view of a kind of coastal inlet. So this is the Bay of Islands. It's rather beautiful. It's a little bit overcast today, which is kind of good because I can sit outside without worrying about burning. There's a hole in the ozone here, so burning is a big problem. So, okay, this is a tea tree, but they're more normally known as Manuka trees. And of course, Manuka is where we get the fancy honey from. So Manuka honey is honey where the bees have been surrounded by Manuka trees. There's different levels of it. It kind of has a kind of grading system of how pure it is. So tea tree. Okay, so we'll give you a bit of a close-up. So it's got these needle-like leaves. I'm not a botanist, so and it doesn't smell. If there's a lot of it around, you can smell it in the air, but it doesn't really smell unless you break a little bit off and smell it. And then even the smell of it's not quite like tea tree oil. But it's a kind of medicinal smell, a little bit like kind of eucalyptus or something like, or pine. You know, it's got that same kind of flavour. It's actually part of the myrtle family. So yeah. Look at the tree. There's some more there. Sometimes they look quite wispy. Not sure I can see a wispy one. There's some tall ones there in the background. They're a little bit. They're not quite wispy, but getting there. So the bark traditionally was used by Maori people. They chew the bark and that would give a relaxing sleep. Now, I'm not recommending any of this. I'm not a herbalist or this. That's what it looks like when it goes wispy. Just presumably they're dead bits. I don't know whether they spring back to life later. But you can take bits of the bark and chew it for a good restful sleep. Apparently, I did try it once. Didn't do me any harm. I'm not sure whether I got a especially restful sleep. I got a fairly normal sleep, I think. But so that is Manuka, and it's called tea tree because Captain Cook, not Captain Kirk, you science fiction nerds out there, made some tea out of it. And I've tried that as well, but I'm not recommending any of this because, like I say, it's not my field of expertise. But that is a tea tree or a Manuka. So that's where your Manuka honey and your tea tree oil comes from. Tea tree oils, yeah, it's lovely stuff, isn't it? I love tea tree oil. Now, answer me a mystery here, because I remember back when I was young, and you can probably still get these, but there was a series of boiled sweets known as winter mixtures. And they were all kind of, so they had things like mint and like mentholy, you know, all kind of things like that. And I think one of them was actually flavoured with tea tree. Remember, I'm not sure if you can still get those sweets. Good bit of research for you if you want to go out and buy some sweets and eat them. But do they have a tea tree flavoured winter mixture sweet? I'm just going to give you a little bit more of a look around. So that's dead pampas, dried pampas, and that's living pampas. This is a vineyard. So the area I'm staying in was where the first vineyard in Aotearoa, New Zealand was established. And that's a bit more of the bay there. And there's some flowers and stuff. We're staying on this massive estate, which is really lovely. It goes down to the sea. And then surrounded by, you can see in the distance, that's kind of bush. So it's a lovely place. I mean, you can hear kiwis calling at night. Kiwis as in the bird, not as in New Zealanders. So yeah, tea tree where your tea tree oil comes from. And I'm not sure whether it comes from the leaves or, I imagine it probably does come from the leaves, but maybe if you know more about this than me, let me know. Hope you found that interesting. Nice to see where things come from. It's a native tree to New Zealand, also native to Australia. It's rather lovely. Thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a comment, nice one. Share, subscribe, sign up on Patreon. All those things help us do what we do. And you know, normally what we're doing, the main kind of mission of this channel is to kind of share information which is going to make life easier for people, particularly with certain mental health conditions and things like that. But we cover all sorts as well. So from the outskirts of the bush, have a great day. Rangimarie.